The 2011 schedule, we had a strategic plan. We wanted to have it challenging, balanced, and obviously give us away games, home games, and we've got a few neutral games in there. So when you look at the overall schedule, I'm very happy, the program's really happy and excited that we've managed to put together something that is going to be exciting for the fans, but I think it's going to be productive for the program. You know, playing each other, the blue and gold game around FanFest gives us an opportunity for our fans, the public, our youth supporters to really get a feel for what this year's character, this year's team, this year's theme is going to be. We've chosen to have 2 exhibition games and then the inter-squad game, because we need to get out on the field, we need to see where we are, having had the summer. And those games, one away, one home, in terms of against other opposition, I think it will be the right test. I mean, we'll look to see what our combination of players are going to be. We'll make sure that everyone's fit, ready to go, and we'll start fine-tuning, you know, the set pieces, the normal things you would do on any pre-season. And we're going to play teams that are feisty and teams that are also going to want to get after it and get their season prepared and ready to go. Right out the gate, we're going to go away and play UIC. This is a team that's been to the tourney, you know, I think 3 out of the last 4 years. They're always going to be tough opposition. It's down there, and we wanted to get a real strong test right out the gates. And then we come right back the following weekend and play Friday, Sunday against 2 gritty teams, 2 teams that play very much in the Midwest style on a neutral ground, which is also good for the RPI bonus. And that was one of the things that we did consider. But obviously, you've got to plan to win those games, and you've got to perform to win those games. But I think it'll be testing for us, but I think it's very appropriate that we have that kind of kick-off to our schedule. We go and we play in the Milwaukee Cup, which has been deemed one of the best rivalries in college soccer, quite rightly. It'll be a big crowd. Irrespective of what each team is projected to do or how well the season has been going, you can throw that out the window. A local derby, it doesn't really matter what league you come from or where you are, because there's emotion riding high. So we'll have that game, and I'm sure, you know, the community will rally around that, and we'll have a big crowd. As important is on Sunday, then we bounce back and we have a home opener. And the home opener is important because that's the time for us to let our home fans know, look, we're home. This is what you've got, this is what we intend to do. And it's a chance for our students to come out and us really kick the home segment of our season off to a good start. And that weekend, I mean, I'm looking forward to the whole of the schedule for sure, but that weekend is definitely going to be one that you mark your calendar if you're a soccer fan and make sure you're in Milwaukee. The Big East and the Big Ten Challenge, Notre Dame, Marquette, Michigan, Michigan State. That's a way for all teams to get a great weekend of soccer, a high-profile weekend of soccer. It gets to check the box about strength of schedule. It gets to do a lot of things, and obviously those games are to be won. But it's placed at the right time of the year. It's pre the Big East. And it's also just after we will have all settled into the season by then. And there's going to be some great soccer played that weekend. There was last year. And we would hope to take points from that weekend, you know, and wins. And I'm really happy that we have that on the schedule, because that puts our schedule over the top. That puts our schedule in terms of an RPI where it needs to be. And it mimics what we're going to face in the Big East for sure. Opening up with Syracuse on the road and then coming back and playing Rutgers, you know, we've definitely got our work cut out, because there are 2 ambitious teams that are trying to claw their way up the ladder, as we are. We love being in the Big East. The Big East is the most diverse, it's the most challenging, and you know that you've got to bring it every single day. There are no easy games. Notre Dame, West Virginia, Georgetown. Those 8 days are going to be pivotal to the success of our season. We're happy that it's at home. I really think that our feel and our players' feel for the league is appropriate for these kind of games now. And that weekend will determine a lot. it will position us to be able to do some serious things at the end of the season. You know what I mean? And being that they're at home, that gives us an edge. You know what I mean? That gives us a level of familiarity.